What's up, YouTube? So, my girl and I just went to the store, seen the funniest stuff ever. Talking about Tweekers. Tweekers are hilarious to me. Just because, they do some of the most off-the-wall crap. I'm talking about, they'll have a whole bicycle tore apart, alright? Talking about, all the bearings are shot in it. By the time they put it back together, it's got lights, it's got all this shit on it, and you're just like, hang on, what? And then on top of that, they've always got the craziest stories. I'm like, okay, so I'm sitting at my buddy's house, and alright, across the street, there's this guy that builds bicycles, and this tweaker always comes by. And what's funny about it is this guy had a headlamp on, the whole 9 yards. No shirt, is tucked into the back pocket of his shorts. It is hilarious. He's sitting there talking to himself, cussing, all this stuff. And he sits there and he punches out a pane window frame. And then just starts going off about how it cut him and stuff like that. And I'm like, duh. You punch a pane window frame, you're gonna get cut. You're punching glass, dude. And he goes and he's just lifting shit over his head. They've got ungodly strength. And I'm just like, bro, chill out, He-Man. They'll lift washers and dryers over their head and all sorts of stuff. But what I find funny is they'll always come up with some weird story, alright? Like, oh, I don't have any teeth because I was born without enamel on my teeth. Or, yeah, I know that it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I've got like 4 LED bar lights wired together, run off of a diesel battery in my front yard. Just sitting here working on putting nuts and bolts back together. And I'm just sitting here like, you guys are the most weirdest, most off-the-wall people. But see, there's also a downside that I find about them. Alright, like, I know people can relate, alright? My mother has cancer, off and on. My father had cancer, kidney cancer from Agent Orange, from Vietnam. And you have to pay for cancer out of pocket. Most insurances won't cover it. The treatment, anyways, the chemotherapy. They've got places in California for heroin addicts to go that are free, for heroin addicts to go and shoot up. They call it a safe place for them to do their drugs. I'm just sitting here like, methadone clinics are free. Cancer patients? No, they've got to pay for their stuff. Does not sound right, but whatever, okay? I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it, but, I mean, whatever. I still think it's a little messed up, but okay. Don't understand why tweakers can go and get help for something that they did to themselves. Alright? Like, I'm sorry, but no one forced you to smoke that shit. No one forced you to shoot it up. It was your decision. Your decision. So you go and you do all that, and then you expect people to feel sorry for you. No. I'm not going to feel sorry for you one bit. If you're dumb enough to go shoot up some heroin or smoke some crack, I think that you should be hold yourself responsible for what happens. I mean, it's that simple. Like, my older sister, we in the family don't talk about her, but she done spun off the face of the earth because she decided to get involved with pimps and drugs and all this. And, I mean, just shaking my head at the fact that you would do that to yourself. And then have people come up, oh, you shouldn't talk about them like that. It's a disease. It's not a disease. Cancer is a disease. Mental illnesses are a disease. Really more of a disorder, but I mean, still though. You know, like, you can't sit here and say someone's hyperactive when their pupils are this freaking big and they're sitting there out in their front yard with like 70 car batteries trying to wire them all together to run a freaking bicycle. I mean, it just doesn't make a whole lot. Yeah, they're totally hyperactive. Yeah, for real. I mean, I've got a little bit of ADD, but that doesn't mean that it all adds together. Oh yeah, they're ADD, they're ADHD, so they're outside all night long. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, just tweakers in general, I don't agree with it. I live in Saline County. It's like meth head capital, and you never run out of entertainment or sob stories or shit like that. And they're on the side of the street and they'll stop you. Like they'll literally run out in front of you and be like, hey man, can I borrow $20? And you're sitting there like, no. They're like, come on man, I'll pay you back in 3 weeks. It's always 3 weeks. Doesn't make any sense. And they'll ask you for a ride. People, don't ever give them a ride. Because you want to know what happens? You give them a ride down to the damn Shell station. Then it turns into, oh, well, now I need to go by my homeboy's house, And then you go by their homeboy's house. They're there for 4 hours. You're sitting there and like 30 minutes into, you're sitting there knocking on the door. They're not there. They done snuck out the back to go rob somebody, or they've got you on some sort of harebrained goose chase for somebody that stole something from Bobby over here or some shit. It just doesn't make. It's just all one big messed up thing, and they're just people you can't really be nice. You can be nice to them, like hi, bye, how are you doing, but you can't, like in passing. But you can't do them favors because then they'll expect it 24/7. So, but tweakers, they're entertaining, but they're also sad. They're really sad. But other than that, YouTube, hopefully, my little brother is going to take his Yoda out to Carter's Off-Road Park. We didn't go this weekend because my mother had surgery and he needed to do some stuff on it anyways, like fix the tires, fix the head gasket leak and all sorts of stuff. So, hopefully, I worked this weekend, so I wasn't able to do any videos because I was just dog tired. I worked all day trying to get some work done for my boss. Me and him are kind of like this. So, but hopefully, I find a good GoPro and I can get some actual good footage to do a video with. And I've learned how to do reaction videos. I plan on doing a few of those. And I plan on getting my girl on here. We're going to do a video or two together. Get my little brother on here. We're going to do a video or two together. But hope to see y'all soon. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go to bed. Night, everybody.